Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about hair. Now, I can admit that I have not always been the kindest to my hair. As much as I love these beautiful curly strands, I can recognize that at times it is tedious and expensive, overwhelming, and incredibly exhausting. Okay, now over the last couple of months, I have had a lot of time. I think we've all had a lot of time to just do a lot of thinking and a lot of figuring it out. And for me, one of the things that I wanted to focus on was the health of my hair. I wanted to wear it in its natural form more, and I wanted it to, just be out and about in all of its crowned glory. One of the biggest reasons I really shied away from dealing with and styling my natural hair was honestly how time consuming it was. I felt like I would have to dedicate like whole days to really just dealing with my hair, from the detangling process to the conditioning to the balancing. And then I felt like there was just so much information. It's like, do this, use oils, don't use oils, use butters, don't use butters, co-wash, don't co-wash, wash with apple cider vinegar. It just was a lot. So I finally reached a point where I really like my routine. I feel like I don't need to use a ton of products to get a style, like, something that I can wear out and about that'll last me a couple of days. Typically I can get this done in about 30 minutes if I'm not filming a video. And I know that I'm probably still doing the bare minimum in some people's books, but for me, this is what progress looks like. Thanks to Moerie for supporting my channel and sponsoring this video. More on that later. So I think that I have finally settled on a routine that works. I think that I have finally settled on a routine that is convenient for my lifestyle. And that's also part of it, right? You don't want your routine to be tedious, overwhelming, and time consuming. You want your hair care routine to be something that you enjoy doing, or at the very least is not completely draining. You feel me? So I'm going to show you guys how I got this wash and I don't want to call it a wash and go. First of all, I think it's practically impossible to achieve a true wash and go on 4C hair. This is as close as I can get to something that's a little bit easy on me in terms of like application and technique. So let's just call this a wash and fro, because as you can see, I have a really big fro, although I do have some texture and definition coming through. I'm going to show you how I got this look, and I'm going to be using the products that Moerie so wonderfully sent over and giving you a review, telling you how I feel about the products and if I think they are something that, maybe you should consider. Moerie sending me over their standard essentials hair care kit. It came with 2 shampoos, a conditioner, a hair mask, and a hair growth spray. So yeah, we're going to take it through its paces. I'm going to slot these products exactly the same way that I would use it in my regular hair care routine. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I've already filmed that portion. These are the results. It looks amazing. We'll talk about that later on at the end of the video. Let's get into the application. All right, as you can see, my hair is in desperate need of some TLC. I have been spending a lot of time in the pool with the kiddos and out in the sun, not wearing my bonnet. I have just been a hot mess. So this is actually the perfect time to test out these products to see if they will bring some balance back to my hair, revive my moisture, make my curls come back so that my hair looks hydrated, juicy, plump, shiny, all those wonderful things. So the first thing we're going to do is rinse our hair. Once the hair is fully saturated, I'm going to go in with a wide tooth comb and I'm going to start to lightly detangle. This is one of 2 detangling sessions that I'm going to be doing, so I'm not going too crazy. I just want to make sure that the ends of my hair are pretty detangled before we move on to the shampoo step. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Moerie Mineral Shampoo. The shampoo has 77 minerals, 5 vitamins, and 18 amino acids. Oh, that sounds fancy. So this is just going to cleanse my hair really gently, and this product doesn't have any silicones and parabens. It's also infused with fulvic minerals, vitamins, and amino acids, which are going to be helpful in stimulating hair growth. And the shampoo smells amazing. Maybe it's just me, but it seems to have like a little bit of like citrus vibe going onto it. And anything that has citrus in it always makes me just feel cleaner and fresher and all that fun stuff. So now I'm going to go in and rinse that shampoo out of my hair. You can see with the motions that I'm doing, I'm always working in a downward motion, working on my scalp to release any gunk and debris. And I'm just separating the hair so that I'm making sure that the water is getting to every strand and it's completely cleansing my hair of the shampoo. You don't want any shampoo on your hair, okay? Once you're done with it. I'm really loving the shampoo because I didn't have to use a ton of it. It lathered up really well. And when I rinsed it out of my hair did not feel dry or brittle. It just felt clean and balanced, which is what you want from any product that you use on your hair. Now, because I've been wearing my hair out more often, I've been giving my hair a little bit more TLC, and hair masks are perfect for that. I typically bounce back and forth between a hair mask and a deep conditioner depending on my hair needs at least once a week. So I'm gonna apply the hair mask. I'm gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes with one of those heated hair bonnets on. When I opened that container, I was like, are y'all for real with this amount of product? But as you'll see as I continue applying the product, I actually didn't need to use a whole lot of the product. I felt like it spread really nicely through my hair. Another great thing about this hair mask is it has all the wonderful goodies that the shampoo and conditioner also has. So this also has over 125 active substances, and it's going to really infuse your hair with minerals and vitamins, such as the fulvic acid and the biotin. So not only is it repairing damaged hair, but it's also promoting healthy hair growth. So now that the hair mask has been applied to my hair for about 15 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and do the second detangling. And this I'm gonna do with a Denman style detangling brush. And again, I'm just going to comb through the ends of my hair. I'm not really getting too close to my scalp because I typically prefer to do that with my own fingers as opposed to any kind of hair tool. Once that second detangling process has been completed, I am going to rinse it out and then apply the Moerie Mineral Condition. I'm going to be using this conditioner as a leave-in. This is something that I do with most of my conditioners. I do test it first to make sure that it will work as a leave-in. And I do this because I just find for my hair, I need something that has a little bit more weight, a little bit more substance, a little bit more thickness as well. This conditioner really made my hair soft. It made it silky, it made it shiny. I felt like it really made those curls form. It really made them look nice and defined. And just like the other products in the Moerie hair care line, you are going to get the added benefit of those fulvic minerals, which are going to help with hair growth. All right, so the conditioner has been applied and things are about to get crazy. We're gonna be shaking our head from side to side, up and down. But this is my routine. When I get done applying the conditioner, I'm gonna shake my head really, really, really vigorously. This is gonna help the curls separate. It's gonna help them clump up individually. And it's gonna give you that definition without having to go in individually and like kind of make single curls and shingle them, you know, one at a time. I like this method. Now it's time to dry the hair. You heard right. We put on the conditioner, we shook our head, and now I'm sitting under a hair dryer, probably, you know, for about 15 to 20 minutes. If I was using a handheld diffuser, this would be a much quicker process, but I just felt like relaxing. And if you're doing something that's, you know, hair care, but self-care, you probably don't want to be holding up a hair dryer, but that's an option if you want to get it done in a quick 30 minutes. So it has been a couple of hours. I would say that my hair is probably about 90% dry, and that's the way that I like it. I don't like to take it all the way to being like completely dry with a hair dryer. I'll just kind of let it dry naturally on its own over, you know, the next day or two. And then by the time it's completely dry, it's time for me to repeat the whole process. So this is what it looks like. This is pretty much how I would wear it, with a little bit more zhuzhing. And as you can tell, it has the capacity to just get bigger and bigger. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. And that's what I love. So really pleased with the way this turned out. Again, this is it. This is, if I'm going to be wearing my hair out, it's typically going to be in this form. Otherwise, it's braided down and in some sort of a protective style underneath wigs and whatnot. All right, guys, so this is my wash and fro routine. I will typically do this 2 to 3 times a week so that by the time it starts to get a little bit drier, I am, you know, kind of redoing the whole process. It becomes so much easier the more you do it because your hair doesn't get very tangled. Your hair is pretty much already detangled and you can just kind of fly through it. I can usually get this done in 30 minutes, especially if I use a handheld dryer. So let's get into the review. Let's get into the first impressions. Obviously, the results speak for themselves, right? I feel like it's fair to say that she's giving. She's giving afro, she's giving afro punk, she's giving curls, definition, volume. So yeah, I'm really happy with the results. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Ultimate Growth Spray now. How I would use this in my regular routine is like I would maybe spritz my hair and my scalp at night, just very lightly, put on my satin bonnet and go to sleep. And then in the morning, I would do the same thing, hit my scalp in a few places, spritz my hair. It's gonna make it easier to kind of shake out and fluff out. Like I mentioned, I slotted these products into my hair care routine in the same exact spots that I would use all my other products. They performed incredibly well, and they outperformed the products that I am currently using, which makes sense because, well, no shade to drugstore products, but that's what I've been using for a very long time. If you are a part of the natural hair community, my 4C sister, my 4A, my 4B friends, y'all know the struggle, okay? You know, you need to use a lot of products to really get a good result, and that can get a little bit costly. So yeah, overall, I'm really impressed with the products. They smelled incredible. They had a great slip. One thing I did notice about them was after using the shampoo, it did not dry my hair out terribly, because I'm from the OG school of co-washing. I only started dipping my toe into shampooing, you know, over the last couple of months. I'm happy, I like it, it's working, but I'm still a little reserved, okay? So I was really happy that even though my hair felt super clean, it didn't feel completely stripped of its natural oils, and it didn't feel dry and brittle. So kudos to them for that, because it actually worked really well for my natural hair. And I was kind of on the fence about that. I feel like products that claim to work on hair that is not like mine typically don't work on hair that is like mine. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So I used significantly less conditioner than I would otherwise. I use way less of their conditioner than I would of mine. I think it's really just a formulation. I think it's, you know, the oils that are in there, the conditioners that are in there. I think it just really kind of weighed my hair down, and I didn't have to use too much. Only time will tell if it is going to make my hair grow. I want Rapunzel-like locks. I want these hair down to my back, okay? So I am definitely going to be applying the hair growth spray daily, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on my hair care and now my hair growth journey. Thanks again to Moerie for supporting my channel and sponsoring this video. I will have a link in the description box to the products that I use, as well as a discount code that you guys should definitely check out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, have an amazing day.